What's up, guys? This is Astranox. Today I'm going to be talking about multiple things. We got the recap for the live stream. I'm going to go over this patch notes like really fast, like the fastest I've ever done. This is actually take 2 because the audio was all messed up in the first recording. Oh my god, let's go through the patch notes. So the few things that are not in the live stream pictures, right, is the Guild War new season, Skyward season. So there you guys go. And then I'll talk about this artifact, which is amazing, in a second. We got here the result of a battle, right? Like who they used, and yeah, I don't know about if we're gonna see more details, but that's pretty cool if you can see the team compositions. Hero balance adjustment, we got Elphelt and Sol bad guy. I talked about that in the past. Elphelt Valentine is gonna be very strong now, extremely deadly. If she fits your playstyle, you probably should pull for her. A limited hero group, drop rate up. I'll talk about that in a minute. We have Sol bad guy here, and we do have Junker Dog. Portrait of the Saviors, you can grind from the event, but the Junker Dog and Sol bad guy is really unfortunate, guys, because we can only get 1 copy from the login event, then the rest you have to get there. So what I'm proposing is that you guys don't get multiple copies of Sol bad guy, and what you do instead is you just get that free one. That's it for newer players. Now, Junker Dog, I know I've recommended that for Tarnar Guard in Wyvern, but what you should do is build Furious from the connection, which is instead, and just use him to his full potential. Check my video, I talk more in depth about him, and he's going to be better than Tarnar Guard, more consistent, and he's going to help the team more, and you don't need that Junker Dog artifact, so there you go. For the Saviors, you should get 3 copies, fully limit broken. That's the minimum, I would say. And then I'm going for 5, actually. I'm missing like 2 on a few accounts. So this is going to be really crazy. I'll talk about that. It's a new event. You can get a perfect piece of gear or near perfect piece of gear. Everyone can get that. It's gonna last 1 month, so you should definitely do it. And yeah, I'll talk more about it. New hero Kanna, I'll talk more in depth about Kanna in a separate video. It's gonna be the next one, and I'll give you guys some of my thoughts right now at the end of the video, and as well for ML Eda. So yo, it's gonna be interesting. Recall for Purgus, nothing changes, just tooltip change the text. Coin shop, rotation, it's now Bellona and Haste, and my hero is going to be Dark Corvus. The Guild to Gear collaboration is back. We're getting 1 copy of Sol bad guy, Junker Dog, a 5-star hero summoning ticket, as well as other stuff. You're getting energy every day as you log in continuously, 50 energy, so that's pretty good. There's more rewards, but unfortunately it's only 1 copy of Sol bad guy and Junker Dog. The rest you have to purchase from the shop, you know, the limited banner shop. So I would say only get 1 copy of Sol, and don't get Junker Dog, just build Furious for Wyvern instead. That would be my suggestion for newer players. Now here, Dizzy is top priority, I would say, for PvE content as well as PvP. She's very good, definitely worthy of investing into her. Elphelt Valentine after the buffs, looks like she's gonna be really strong. So if she fits your playstyle, then go for her. But I would say Dizzy is a better contender, especially for my early to mid-game players. But if you're like deep into PvP, you're a late-game player, then you already have Dizzy. Of course, Elphelt is the next to go for, I would say. Baiken is for one-shot, Banshee team, which not everyone want to do. You can use Restrict debuff to actually, avoid the split phase and grind it out. Baiken, not everyone want to use her and might not have the gear for it to one-shot Banshee, but if that's what you want to go for, then you can just summon for her. But she's not best contender for combationist boosting anyways. She does deal damage, yes, but like Judith, Rosie, like they're gonna be bringing more to the table. They have a faster base speed as well. Balance adjustment, Sol and Elphelt, talked about that. Great buffs for Elphelt. Sol looking pretty decent, but the memory imprint, they don't need to be maxed out on him really. Portrait of the Saviors, max out 3, I would say, up to maybe 5 or even more if you have a big roster of heroes, especially like you like damage dealing heroes. So I would say do that. The chance is 20% in hell difficulty, and easy is like 3%. In the patch notes it was written the chance for each difficulty actually. You can get Portrait of the Saviors, equipment, charms, and gold from this. And this is the shop right here, the Stars Mirage coin shop. And yeah, you can pity for Dizzy, Elphelt, Baiken here, and yeah, there's Sol. So Mrs. Confile is the artifact that I would go for here. That's the better one for PvP content. So yes, Portrait of the Savior is not worth getting here. Get it from here instead, the challenge, right? And this artifact is actually really powerful. This is going to be a supporting artifact, boosting the attack of the whole team between like 7.5 to 10% if it's plus 15 or up to plus 30. So that's really cool. And also after the turn ends of 3 enemies, you're getting 20% combat units when it's maxed out for whoever's wearing it. So I really like that. This is going to allow this hero to cycle faster, and the attack increase is real nice. The more damage dealers that you have in the team as well, you're going to get more value out of that. Expedition improvements, I talked about that in the last stream summary video. Really nice changes, but we have even more, guys. So let me talk about that real quick. So on re-entry in the expedition, first time you go in on level 3, it's 18 energy, right? The second entry is going to be 9 energy, and then the third entry is 5 energy. This is a huge change, saving a lot of energy, and that means if you open up, I guess it's going to be the second entry, right? Because the first one is free, and then you're going to do your second fight, and it's going to be like, instead of 18, it's going to be 9 for level 3, and then it's going to be 5, so I love that. And on level 2, it's going to cost 16 the first time you enter, then it's 8, and then it's 4. Really, really good. Level 1 is 14 initially, and then it's 7, and then finally it's 3. Huge changes right there. Difficulty reduced for level 1 and level 2 in the expedition. Cool. Maximum participants increased from 6 to 8 players. Now that is huge. If you were not opening level 3 in the expedition, then you should start doing that and get better friends, especially with more participants as well. Really cool, and you can help them out. The energy cost was reduced for re-entry, and I would say that if you're not opening level 3, at least open level 2. Level 1, I think you just need to get better friends. Even if you don't have good gear, you can get carried with better friends. So just get better ones. Modification gem is guaranteed on level 2. Greater modification gem was added as well, so that is a nice change as well. Okay, let's move on here. 50 slot in the inventory, love it. 150 sky stones, not that much. Definitely gonna be super useful. My heroes are full of gear, man. My hero inventory is like full as well. This is crazy. I need to do more side story unrecorded history and just feed low quality gear into the potentially good ones. That's something I've been not doing too much of, and I need to get on top of that. So there's a dummy here that you can buff up and try stuff on. You can heal it, give it buffs. So that's something that they added. Drop rate up for Ken. He's not limited. The artifact is very bad. Samsara prayer beads, do not go for that. Don't chase for that. Ken is not worth going for. He's pretty good, but he's hard to use properly. Like, he's not in the meta, really. You can put him to good use. I'm not saying he's bad. It's just there's better heroes, and we have a collaboration coming up in June, as well as the Guilty Gear collaboration now. So I would say that you might end up getting him one day. So don't chase for him and don't go for the artifact. So Bomb Model Kanna, this is going to be a free hero from the connection. This is going to be a hero that is very strong. Some players might think she's underrated. Yeah, she definitely going to be underrated, I think. This is going to be a hero that can deal a ton of damage because she attacks 2 targets with skill 1. And not only that, she has some great stats, as you can see here. And she's got crit chance for the other team members or attack for herself. She's free too, so that's really cool. Gemini star sign, I mean, they get some nice stats. And her skills now. This is an AoE attack skill number 3. 3-turn cooldown after skill ups, and then she dispels 100% chance dispel 1 buff after skill ups, and she increases speed buff for the whole team and attack buff for herself. Soul burn increases the duration by 1 turn of these 2 buffs. That's pretty solid. I don't know what kind of damage she's going to be able to deal with this thing, but I like it. That's a very powerful skill. And you can do multiple things here. You can do some control after that. And the speed buff, man, 30% more speed for the whole team. You can cycle faster. You overlap the enemy. I love this. Now, skill 1. Attacks 2 targets. Could be unfortunate in PvP. If the second target is like ML Ken, a counter-based hero, it triggers a counter, Elbrus Ritual Sword, or a hero that builds focus, like Reality. Like, you hit someone you don't want to hit. That could be unfortunate. but in a lot of scenarios she could be very devastating. So the multiplier is going to be higher. It's damage proportional of the caster's speed as well, so that's another multiplier on top of scaling with her attack. So the thing is, the passive is insane. The stance shift, when skill 3 is available, she increases her effectiveness up to 50% after skill ups. Now, after she uses skill 3, when it's on cooldown, she gets striking stance, and that is insane because with the skill ups, she is getting 15% speed and 15% dual attack. Do you understand what that means? That is 5% base dual attack chance plus 15%, 20% dual attack chance. Now, you can add a Rosa Hargana artifact for 12% more. So we're at 32% chance to dual attack, and she deals 30% more damage with Rosa Hargana when it's not her turn during a dual attack. It can really scale. She can be very dangerous, like very, very dangerous if you get lucky, especially. So PvE content, PvP content, a lot of fun to be had with this hero, and you can even put Unity or Unity sets on her. Could you imagine that? That would be completely crazy. So that's the artifact that's going to be available during her drop rate up banner. You cannot get that from the connection. I believe that's the only way to get it, right? Or during when you summon for other heroes and you end up getting that thing. I think she's gonna be part of the summoning rotation now, like not like Yuna. Yuna didn't get a banner ever. So this is increasing crit hit chance by up to 20%, so that's good versus evasion based heroes. This is like the Unity artifact in Guild War, but instead of boosting the damage, is boosting the crit damage. So if you have some like under 220% crit damage, then this thing could be pretty valuable. But the more crit damage you have, the less valuable this becomes. Only works for rangers. I was thinking maybe use it on Briar Witchesaria, but she scales off of her attack for the extra attack, so the crit damage wouldn't kick in. But yeah, you can only use one of the Unity Guild War artifact, but this thing you can have multiple of. But I would say like it's not a limited artifact, so it's hard to justify going for it or going hard on it. So yeah, drop rate up banner, I'll talk about that in a minute. So here's her connection, what you need to do to get her. And yeah, it's a lot of the grind, especially if you haven't progressed in the story, guys. So yeah, get on top of that. And well, you can always summon for her, but she's not limited, so unless you really want the memory imprints, I don't know. I don't think it's worth it, especially the artifact it's pretty good though, but there's too many things to get later on. Like you need to save your bookmarks, that's the thing. 2 weeks banner, you know, so for her, drop rate up. Equipment crafting event, this is insane. You can select which set you want to craft, and every point of energy that you spend, you will get a point for. And then you can craft a level 85 epic equipment. You select the set, the main stat, and then you can roll for the substat that you want, which is insane. So very, very interesting. And you can see here, it cost 300 points to select the main stat. So they went for speed here. They chose the speed set, and then they went for speed main stat, and then they started re-rolling the substats, which cost 50 points every time, and they got crit damage, defense, and attack percentage. Pretty good. The values are not the highest, but you have to remember you still have to roll the gear afterwards. So even if you got the perfect piece here, it might not go too well when you roll it. At least everything you roll, you know is going to be good, because you're going to try to chase for something that has good, all the right substats. Maybe not some like all the ones you want the most, but at least nothing goes to waste. Maybe you don't want effect resistance, well, roll until you don't have effect resistance there. So they're going for boots, but I would say the best is necklace and ring, because they cost more materials when you actually go for crafting them. Boots would be the second best. Don't craft for anything on the left side, guys. It's not worth it. Even if you really need something there, I would say stick to the right side. Necklace, ring, and boots, but neck and ring would be the best contender, I would say. So yes, Solitaria of the Snow, ML Eda. Oh my god, that was a quick one. This hero looks very powerful. Not everyone's gonna go for this hero. This is a different playstyle. This is a control hero, and she's gonna be super cancerous, man. Like the design, and it's the same voice actress as Etta, and the staff is floating behind her. Like, look, it's Etta, ML Eda. That's what it is, man. So her stats Good survivability, good bulk on her, 115 speed, that's quite high for what she's able to do. Effectiveness and effect resistance, 18% from Awakening. Good memory imprints, and skill to the passive is really insane. They cannot get any focus. The enemy cannot get any focus. That helps you versus some really annoying heroes. Seaside Bellona, Remnant Violet, you know, Archdemon Shadow, other heroes that are focus based, they just cannot get focus as long as she's alive in the battlefield, on the battlefield. When the caster is buffed at the start of the turn, has a 100% chance to grant Daydream for 1 turn. So Daydream, so you need to be buffed, so that's why you want to go with like immunity set, you want to have someone buff you. But what Daydream does is apply a random debuff, which all these debuffs are very powerful, and it cannot be dispelled. Now that's huge. Now skill 3, all the skills that she uses can trigger this passive, so that's huge if she has a buff on herself. So skill number 3 is a single target attack. Some players got that confused, but it's a single target attack, 3-turn cooldown after skill ups. So what happens is that you reduce buff duration on that target by 1 turn. So evasion based heroes, it doesn't matter. Like you counter them with this thing, and then you stun them, and then decrease combat chance by 30% unless the 15% innate resist kicks in, and you get screwed because of that. But she gets stealth for 2 turns, and when you soul burn, that stealth is extended by 1 turn. You get an extra turn, so you can combo into skill 1 afterward. She's a mage, she can wear Tagil's Ancient Book. Maybe someone else has it. You have Abyssal Crown on her, you have Siren on her. Man, she's gonna be super cancerous because skill 1. Pew, pew, pew. This thing is crazy. AoE attack. If it's her own turn, 25% chance to stun for 1 turn. She's a light element, guys. Remember that. So if you have Abyssal Crown, that's other chance to stun. Oh my god. And then you got the Daydream that's activated if she has a buff. And you got those debuff being applied as well. Good lord, it's going to be super annoying to fight her. Very dangerous hero. She's going to change the meta, I believe. But wait for the showcase. I'll showcase her. I'll get on account number 2. I think I still have enough Mystic Medals. Her animation, her design, really nice. So it's going to be interesting to test this hero and see what she does to the meta. But yeah, control again. It's yeah, it's rough for cleave. Players that like to cleave, my god. Oh boy. So good rotation here. We have Troublemaker Crozet, actually a hero that is good, and you can pair her with him. So I like that. I really like that. It's not going to be a hero that doesn't make sense for her playstyle or something like that. Cool, cool. And you can see here the voice actress is Anna, you know, Yatko, which is the same as Etta. You know, it's the same for both. So it's ML Eda. Now for the memory imprint, I don't know if it's going to be 10 gold transmit stone like Archdemon Shadow, or if it's going to be like duplicates of Etta that you feed into her for memory imprint. I prefer that it's going to be like the 10 gold transmit stone one, because for free-to-play players that is huge. I think it's the best bet because you can eventually just get triple S, and the memory print, like I said, are very good. Yeah, effectiveness for herself is great, and the health for the rest of the team, good stuff. Let us know what you guys think about these heroes in the comments section and all these changes. What are your thoughts? Let us know. If you're looking for an emulator to play Apex 7 or other mobile games, the one that I use personally, the instruction on how to install it properly is in the description of the video. So check that out. But yeah, I'm excited for these heroes. I'm going to be showcasing them, so stay tuned for that. Don't pull before you see the showcase sort of deal. You know the drill, guys. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. I'm Astranox. Good luck with all you do. Peace out for now.